Last time I had my very good friend Mr. James Charlton, full birth name, I can give you his address, so I'll be in the comments and details down below, his address, social security number, all the bits and pieces that you need to take his identity.
Please do not.
Anyway, I'm going to do all of that, but that's not the point. Last time I had him rating the things he does and doesn't like about my car, which you can see over there, the hanging off splitter and all the bits and pieces. So this time we thought it was only fair that while we were down on his ends, yard, whatever the cool kids call it nowadays, we would have a look at his car. This is James Charlton's Skoda FABIA 1.6 automatic. I like it. 25,000, 23,000?
23,000 miles.
23,000 miles on the clock, and it's a 10 reg. It's basically brand new for what it is. So I'm gonna have a look at it this time because, yeah, as I said last time, I like to be criticizing things. There we go. I can speak English. So we're going to start off with the 5 things that I like about this FABIA. Number 1 of the 5 things that I like about this car. As you can see, I'm currently not doing anything. That is because it doesn't have an aerial. And I like that because that is it looks sleek. You know, it makes the car, I know it's done on purpose, so isn't it, James? You don't have an aerial on purpose, right?
No, it's in the car at the moment.
No, it's just on purpose to make the car have the extra race feel to it. This beautiful V16 is what they put in here, like, you know, like a V8 that goes in a Lamborghini. They've doubled it. It's faster. That's what 16V stands for. If you don't know, by the way, it's got a V16 engine. It's 16 valves. Mental. I don't know. Anyway, 16 pistons. That's the one. Not 16 valves. They probably will have that. Anyway, on to number 2.
Okay. Back in close proximity.
Back in close proximity. I'm getting a bit closer. But no, one of the things I generally do like about this car, and things I wish my car had, because if you know anything about the Vages, the group that is, Volkswagen Audi group, they share the Ibiza and the FABIA, relatively similar cars, at least nowadays. However, his one's got a lot more cool stuff. For example, he's got the paraphernalia drawer, of where he can hide his paraphernalia, because James likes things.
Yes, sir.
And then he's also got, and I'm not going to show you again, but I'll try without turning the recording off. He's got a cool glove box, which I think is just sort of like mega, really, because I don't have that, and I've always got a lukewarm monster in my car, and it's quite upsetting, really. So that's number 2. However, number 3, you don't need to stop the recording because it's right here. It's an armrest with storage. It may not seem like a big thing, but since I've been in the automotive industry selling cars, which is what I have been doing for like 9 months, I've driven a lot more cars, and the ones that have armrests make driving so much nicer. Now, I know it's more of an automatic thing rather than a manual thing, because you've got to move your arm around and do the whole manual thing that you've got to do with a manual car.
I'm just lazy.
Yeah, he's just lazy. I like them. I like your storage as well. You can do things with them. So that's number 3. That's 3 things I like. On to 2 last ones. I just hit my head. And that hurt. Anyway, number 4 and 5, because there's one thing about Fabias I don't like, and that's the way they look. James gave me a very bad look behind the camera there. I just think that these are a little bit ugly. This one I don't think is that ugly, but I think they're a little bit ugly. But number 4 and 5 are things I like. And number 5 is a thing I like and dislike. It's 2 in 1. Number 4 is this bad boy. You don't see him in little hatchbacks too much. It's more of an SUV type thing, I feel. It's nothing special, but you get a little place to put your sunglasses and maybe even more paraphernalia. It's another thing I do like. Another 5th thing I like and dislike is this. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's a gear stick, an automatic one. I like it because when you're in traffic, it makes life a hell of a lot easier. And I like this one in particular because you've got a little sports mode. It needs to clean your car, a full valet maybe. It does. And you've got obviously like a manual drive, so you can go up and down yourself as if you were to have shifty paddles. However, this brings me on to the things that I don't like about the car, and that's an automatic gearbox. And I say that, and I don't want to be one of those people like, oh my god, automatic gearboxes are like, you know, for fools. You can't drop a gear and disappear. And it's not why I say it. I say it because I just like driving a manual. I just like the way it feels. I don't think it makes you any faster. I think it might have some significance to making you a tiny bit of a better driver, because you just have more to think about when you drive. So it makes you makes your brain more active. But I just like the way manual feels. So that's the first thing I don't necessarily like about the car. I don't dislike it, I don't like it, but I'm going to put it on the 5 things I don't like about the car.
Still in close proximity. Don't like
Still
this.
in close proximity. As I said, I like this. I like being close to people. Anyway, number three is still inside the car. There's lots about the Fabia is so boring on the outside. There is nothing to say about it. So the third thing that I don't like, and this is just me being a spoiled brat, is the infotainment, if you can even call it that, the system, the centerpiece. And that's just me being spoiled. My first 2 cars didn't even have Bluetooth, nothing like that, which obviously I know sounds like I didn't have Bluetooth, but I've had CarPlay now for about 2 years, and I've had Bluetooth for the same amount of time, and I just love it. Now this one does have Bluetooth, I think, right, James?
No.
I don't know, but either way,
I do not have Bluetooth in this car anywhere.
Talking over me again, I'll slap you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it in my car. I would change this. I think James actually is thinking about changing this for Bluetooth, or I don't know if that camera's pointing at me, for Bluetooth or a Apple CarPlay system, but not for me. On to number 4 and 5. Face?
It is in your
How
face.
in my face is it?
Very in
Do
your
I look
face.
good?
Yeah, you always look good.
Perfect. James is getting comfortable in the back of the car. And talking of getting comfortable, this is on to the 4th thing I don't like about the car. Now, I don't really enjoy much of the dog memorabilia, but I understand that James, his dog, used to live in here. Not live in here, but used to come in here. I don't like this. I don't know what this means.
That is Sir Woofington the
Sir
Third.
Woofington the Third. I don't like it. I don't want it near me. I don't want to ever see it again. It makes me sick.
I'm going to staple it to your car.
Lovely. That's number 4. On to number 5. So, the last thing about this car that I don't particularly like is this. The front of it. As you've not already guessed, and as people know, I just think it's a bit boring. There's not much going on. Don't get me wrong, there is uglier cars out there. For example, that Kia Niro, that's uglier. However, that's somebody's random car, we shouldn't face cameras too long. This just doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't bring me joy. It's just a car, it just looks like a car, nothing else. There's no personality to it.
It's going to change.
James has these big plans. We'll see them in a future video, I'm sure. But, James, follow me. We're on to the one last thing about this car before we leave you for the day. And this is an honourable mention. This is the thing I do like about this car, but I forgot to point out when I was going around the things I like about the car. Now, I love a picnic. I have never seen this before. I work with someone who used to work for Skoda. I'm going to ask them if this is a thing. Did this come with the car? Do you know?
I believe it did come with the car.
This is a Skoda picnic, man. Like, that's a really cool thing to own, and I don't know why I love it, but I do. I love it. And that is it. That's my top 5 worst and best things for me personally about the Skoda Fabia V16.
Can you let go of my flappy thing?
It's got a little dongle. I like that.
I don't know what it's for.
It's to pull the boot down, isn't it?
Is it?
No, James, it's to just suckle upon the teat. Anyway, enough of me pretending to doing that. Thank you very much for watching again. Please like, subscribe. If you want to see more car reviews, lists, whatever, let me know. We're going to get back into the modification, the building and stuff, because one of my other friends has currently got a plan to do stuff to his Audi. James got plans to do stuff to his Skoda. I will have plans after my wedding to do stuff to my Sea. So there's lots of things going on, exciting stuff, and we're going to get on with it very soon. But for now, I wanted to bring you guys something, so we have this. So please like, subscribe, share, kiss me on the mouth, all of the things that we do here, apart from kissing on the mouth. James does that personally. And yeah, I'm going to go back to... no, I'm not going to do it anymore. But thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you next time.